Hi, everybody. I'm James Sherman. Welcome to James Blogs. And today we are going to play NBA 2K25. Um, we're going to play as the Indiana Pacers taking on the New York Knicks for Game 1 of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. And the only thing that's different in this game is that I changed LeBron. I put LeBron James and Bronny James, his son, to the Pacers. And then I changed the Knicks a little bit, only by Donovan Mitchell and Jimmy Butler. But everything else is the same. So let's do this. Alright. Alright.
What drives you to keep competing and keep winning?
Basically, I'm just a really competitive person. So this all like
Skip it. I hate these things. Alright. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Alright. LeBron James. He should be guarding. Jimmy Butler. Bronny should be guarding Donovan Mitchell. Miles Turner, of course. No. We'll watch Miles Turner. Will be guarding Rudy. Oh, yeah. So let's do this. Here we go.
2K Sports welcomes you
Let's play some basketball. It's game 1 of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals.
Hello and welcome to Sunday night NBA action here on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Indiana Pacers. I'm Brian Anderson at the table with Grant Hill and Brent Berry. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And now the Indiana Pacers starters. They've got James. James is out there with Aaron Nesmith. Then it's Shepard, and it's Siakam in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Knicks, Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Butler, then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Payne in at the 1. What's not to love about opening day, Grant? Every team with an equal chance to do something special. Oh, BA, that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless of how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
3-minute quarters.
Now here's Butler. Here's Towns.
So here we go.
Right side Hart.
Back on Karl Anthony Towns passing the
Outside
Hart.
Butler. 6 to shoot.
And over to Butler. Butler misses the shot.
Offline with a 3.
Here come the Knicks. Here comes the Pacers side.
Down low.
Here comes Aaron Nesmith.
Pass to James.
Barney James.
Nesmith on the wing.
Back over to
Here's Shepard.
Scout.
Here's James on the wing.
LeBron
Three
James.
is up. Nails it from 3.
And we know LeBron has continued to work on his shot throughout his career. Got to honor that 3-point.
That's a nice start for the Indiana
Butler
Pacers.
taking his time here.
And
Beyond the arc.
Mitchell.
New York again can't hit. That's his shot. And one, I'm sure he wants back. When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get.
Well, it's been generations, BA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came
That's where
in
Jimmy Butler missed the
1973.
shot.
So
It's
as a fan, you can't help but get fired up.
Mitchell.
There's a chance at a
There's Jimmy
title
Butler.
run.
Butler
Shot
misses
by
the
Butler,
shot
no
back
good.
to Pascal.
Here's Indiana. Siakam, pass to Neesmith.
Or to
And here's James. Butler covering. Pass to James.
LeBron James.
Another three for Indiana. And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And here come the Knicks. Backs over to
Knocked
Mitchell.
away.
Mitchell.
Now Butler.
Butler. Jimmy Butler. And Butler misses the shot. It's
44 seconds
by
left in the first quarter of the game. Again, the miss by Butler.
Here comes
Time for some
LeBron James.
consideration in the passing category. Kevin, the shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball.
And
They've
the
been awesome.
timeout
Now a
for
timeout called by New York. Trying
New York.
anything now to get them out of this slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get on the go and get back on track.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for New York.
They're fine.
Achua comes in for Hart. Gobert finds
That's over
Payne.
Rudy Gobert.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Looking to win the run. Walker pulls down the board.
And here comes Walker.
Pacers leading by
Walker
10.
misses the shot.
Pass to James.
And here comes
Back to Walker.
Walker. Walker over to
Over to the wing. And so it's the Indiana Pacers ending the quarter up 10. Great shot selection right now. Keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back with you shortly.
New York, nothing.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, let me get your thoughts on the Pacers and how they're playing so far. On the front foot, really right off the tip. They've been ruthless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway.
Turner.
Toppin at the 4 and Turner at the 5. Shepard is out there with James. And it's Walker in at the 3 spot. And that one's good. James.
Toppin trying to gain his confidence by sharing the ball. He gets an assist.
Here's Mitchell. Tries again. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Obi Toppin. I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. Not about to give up any easy passes. Towns, he's checked in for New York. And the Pacers also making a change. Bryant's checked in. Both free throws good for Mitchell. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point in his career? Well, BA, it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too. Now here's Butler. No points yet. From the right block. Oh, and Turner with a block. A ferocious shot block. Turner provides a sense of security into the rest of his teammates. James is checked in for Indiana.
And LeBron comes back in for Indiana.
Outside Mitchell. Shot clock at 6.
That's over to Mitchell.
Indiana with a rebound.
Here comes Brian.
And we're now about a minute into the second quarter of play. Classic move by LeBron James.
LeBron is just dominating right now, aware of the defense, and has not feared one since he came into the league.
Ooh, poked away. Pass to Butler. To the left side wing. Towns for 3. Walker pulls down the board. Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Mouse Turner.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Knicks.
What? That's
And right here, the 2K leaderboard shows us which teams made the most of their second chance opportunities last year. Second, the Knicks. Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength. They're searching for a way to score. Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by. Now the Pacers are on the move. Here's James, and slam dunk by James. They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Bryant, the pass to James. And here's Turner from the arc. Another three for Indiana. Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win. Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Here's Shepard. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Bryant finds Turner. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 13 seconds left in the second period. Here's Towns. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. New York shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one. Both teams deciding to change it up.
2 shots.
No good on the second free throw.
And
here's Murphy. And so it's Indiana leading by 17 at the end of the period. Defense is setting the tone. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because this is not working. It's not the coaches, it's not the players. We're letting them get too much fast break. They're doing a great job, and they hit some shots, so we got to be able to make a miss.
Best of luck locking it in, guys.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
all right,
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
it's the halftime show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points, 2 steals, and 1 assist. And he wasn't himself in that last contest, but tonight he really turned it around. Kenny, your thoughts about the Pacers and how they're playing?
They obviously crushed it from deep. They were firing it from every angle and kept hitting the target. I mean, look at the score. Obviously, a lot of things went right for them, but that's a big one.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You think when a team is punking you like this, at least try to put a stop to it. But no, just keep giving up open looks, letting the league get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final. Oh, bugger.
Alrighty, we are back, and
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot. So right now he's feasting.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Campaign. Then there's Butler. And it's Mitchell in at the shooting guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift. Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Alex.
This is what James does. Scores the ball and does it in so many different ways.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played.
And here we are. Here in the third quarter.
Outside
the
pace,
Knicks are
stripped
losing
away. And here's Neesmith. He's scoreless. Pass to Shepard. Back to Neesmith.
4-2 to Bonnie.
6 on the shot clock.
Bonnie to his father. LeBron James.
That one's good from James on the assist from James. Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Or with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's showing the quality of their play here.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. And some changes here for New York. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Achua comes in for Butler. And Dillingham subbed in for Payne. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Toppin comes in for LeBron.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's James. And slam dunk by James.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's Hart. After the basket by Indiana. Here's Gobert. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
And the Knicks making a change here. McBride's checked in. Indiana on offense. They're on a 10-1 run. Toppin goes in. Jackson, the pass to Toppin. Here's Turner. Defended by
Miles
Gobert.
Turner.
Yep, count it. Turner's got 5 points.
And they're really working the paint now.
Out to the right wing, to the inside. Here's Achua. Second chance effort. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. First trip to the line for him here. And the Pacers making a change here.
At the line, 2 shots.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Here's the break. Again, Indiana.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right
And
now.
that's the end of the third quarter.
For them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And so it's Indiana in total control, up by 29 going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Grant, we're starting to see both players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. They've got James Johnson. He's out there with Walker. Thomas Bryant out there with Jackson. And it's Murphy in at the 2. Jackson finds Walker. The 3 is up. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
Can't sleep on this rookie from beyond the arc. Maybe not Walker's strength, but he will hurt you from deep.
Let's go Pacers.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Murphy. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Indiana. Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And scoring off a turnover is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight at converting on those chances.
Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day? Well, BA, through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Now, you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Pacers. And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders. Yeah, BA, this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win. And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And so with this win, they'll end this season series dead even at 2 wins apiece. And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for LeBron James.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
And Walker's got the ball here for the Pacers. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth. Inside, here's Dillingham, and here's Butler outside, and he gets it back. Pass to Dillingham. Over Toppin. New York again can't hit. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Dillingham. There's the triple. New York, no good that time either. Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there, you defend.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
Okay, that was weird.
Now into the lineup for your New York Knicks, Jimmy Butler.
And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive. Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road. And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
LeBron, that was an impressive win. What did it take to get it done tonight?
It's a really good team that we're playing. They're very resilient, just like us. They play together, they play hard, they play tough. So we had to bring that fight tonight.
You brought it. It paid off. Congrats.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Berry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you later.
All right, thank you, guys. That is the end of Game 1 of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals between the Knicks and the Pacers, as the Indiana Pacers beat the Knicks 40-6.